Good morning, Commanders List Junkies. This is John Marburger, and it is time for another Commanders List sponsored by Silicon Valley Coins. And by sponsored by, I mean run by, managed by, owned by Silicon Valley Coins. My website is www.siliconvalleycoins.com, and I've been not saying that on the list because I thought that a lot of people knew, but anyway, I get a lot of questions. I apologize in advance for not doing that, and I will also put it in the description from now on of the YouTube channel. So anyway, let's get started. Got a great 1912 matte-proof Lincoln. So matte-proof Lincolns usually fall into two groups: the 1000 or so mintage and the 2000 and above mintage. 1912 falls in the 2000 and above mintage. Relatively common coin by matte-proof standards. And I usually don't buy a lot of them because they usually come looking pretty dull and gross. But if you find them with pop, like this coin, they are well worth buying and well worth putting away. This one has the nice pop that we're talking about. It has nice color, even nicer color on the reverse, as you can see here, and a little bit better pop on the reverse. This coin has the pop of what you would see in a 65 CAC coin, but there is, and let me grab my pointer here, there's a little tick right here on Lincoln's cheek, which will always keep this out of a 65 holder, in my opinion, because it is a proof coin. It has this hit, which is more indicative of something that you would find on a mint state coin. But man, the pop is really nice. This coin is not dull. It's not lifeless like a lot of the ones that you see that look like a piece of charcoal. If you're looking for a really nice matte-proof Lincoln that has color and that won't break the bank, this is a great alternative. All right, next up, a 1922 No D. As many of you know, they only made cents in Denver in 1922, and a mint employee got a little overzealous with polishing a die, and that way you don't have a mint mark here. So 22 No D, it's a strong reverse, CAC approved. It has nice detail on the wheat ears, and just even chocolate brown, and a really nice look, like milk chocolate brown, not dark chocolate. Similar color on this really fantastic circulated key date 2-cent piece. Bought this coin raw, came out of a collection about 6 months ago. Took a long time to get graded, and here we are. So no we in the motto, so it's really hard to say that that is a fine coin, although they certainly do sometimes grade them that way. But the VG10 shows just how perfect this coin is for what it is. Hardly any marks, a few little chips here in the inside the wreath. But man, this coin is really nice. It is a perfect collector coin. All right, I bought this lovely 41S Mint State 64 old green label holder, gold CAC Walker, which is one of the tougher coins within the short set, at a coin show this past weekend from a good client. Thank you. Now offering it here. This coin is very choice for a 65, shot 66, and it has all the bells and whistles. Blast white, really nice. Next up, we're going to finish with a couple of Rattler Morgans. This one I would call a 64B plus coin. Really nice cheek. This right here, though, is never going to really get into a 5 holder, despite the intense luster and really close to dimple sort of surfaces on this piece. Really a pleasure to look at. Really nice frost, not chalky. Didn't really put a loop on it to see if there were any die polish lines, but there you can see here. There's little chatter. That's enough there to keep it out of a 65 holder, in my opinion. Again, nice frost on the reverse. ADSs usually come kind of frosty like that with a nice cameo instead of chalky like a 84cc. And then closing out, a nice, I would call this 65B coin, Rattler 850 common date, but still super cool because it's a Rattler and it's got a green bean. Little toning right there and right there. So for you blast white purists, I just want to pull that out so you don't think that I'm trying to sell you a completely white coin, but it's about as close to white without being white as it can be. And you know, the Rattlers are always cool. Mints, even though this is a common date coin, they're not easy to find in real true gem with real nice mint bloom, and this coin has that. All right, folks, that's all I got for this week. Until next week, happy hunting.